It's the Double A Fantasy Football Podcast. I love saying that. We're here again. AJ's trying to make me intro into our draft that starts a minute and 15 seconds. How are you doing right now, AJ? Are you prepped?
I'm ready to go. My favorite league. I fumbled Antonio Gibson style a little bit. Did not know I couldn't change the
Yeah.
draft order before an hour before the draft. I should have done it earlier, but now I know for the future. Either way, my spot didn't change. Allen went down 2 picks. He doesn't like being 10th in a 10-man league. I kind of think it's fine. I actually like the ends, either the beginning, first three or the last three. So I'm not ecstatic about my 4th pick, but we'll see what happens.
If like Patrick Mahomes randomly goes in the first, so it's going to help us out.
You think?
I mean, I don't want him, so somebody else can take him. It'd just be the first round. Usually, only one goes from what you showed.
Well, usually 2 or 3, but I'm hoping that holds off as long as possible. So we'll see what happens. Uh,
I'm
that'll
starting
that'll
it.
that'll decide how I draft, which starts in 10
Uh,
seconds. We're not sharing the screen, so we'll try to verbalize as much as we can, but we are focused on drafting. If you're watching on YouTube, check the description for all of our socials, and if you're listening on the audio, make sure you look below in the description and follow the or subscribe to the YouTube so you can see it. But
all right.
so are the
First pick
picks
is
going to
still
be
going.
in the chat? I didn't even see that first pick. Whoa. So we're starting with Derrick Henry first. Oh, my Lord.
Um,
So
Where did you see that?
it's in the chat in the draft. It says right below Nathaniel. I wish I could close these annoying ads at the bottom of the screen. That's exactly
I
what you
told you.
said. I
Yeah,
don't have any.
you're lucky.
I guess so. So yeah, that was. Is he on auto pick? Kind of looks like he is. The number 2 pick, but honestly, I mean, you would go Jonathan Taylor anyway here now that he's slipped to 2. Derrick Henry 1. What are your thoughts on that?
I think people are just living up to what he could do.
Well, what we've seen him do. I mean,
Yeah, but there we go. The chat's up now. I don't know. I'm okay with it. It's a good chance to take. Nobody
he
can hate on
with
it.
the 100 and 150 bonuses for yardage in this league, I think that's a huge, like that's a good
What's the same
pick.
thing? Yeah, like last year, what he did, he had one injury. I mean, the
Yeah,
line did get. The line's the biggest issue for me.
yeah,
That's why I keep bringing it up. But that there's still Jonathan Taylor, Christian McCaffrey, who he would have outscored.
yeah,
So I get it.
yeah. This
Uh,
is this is interesting. So who goes 2? There's like a little bit of a delay in the chat when somebody gets picked, so I can't even see who it was. Uh, I'm not seeing who it was. Still, Jonathan Taylor and Christian McCaffrey are still there, so I don't know. Did he take Josh Allen? Maybe.
I'll let you know. Yep, he did.
Okay. Why is that not showing?
I don't know. I don't like that I can't see all the picks.
Yeah. I mean, you go to draft results. If you go to that screen, you can see it all. Gives you a draft board too, or round by round, however you
Oh,
want it.
okay. I see. Justin Herbert just went.
Justin Herbert. So 2 quarterbacks. I mean, I cannot pass on Jonathan Taylor here at the 4th pick. I would like to take a quarterback. They're probably going to run dry after they get back to me at this
Yep.
rate because 2 of them are already taken. But that's the risk you run. We've seen plenty of years. I mean, you won the league last year in this league with, I mean, Herbert. You basically, but you know how like the running back hero strategy exists, where you take
Yeah.
one good one and
I
just
got.
you did it with
I,
Herbert last year, and
I
then
know,
you
but I got
just
so lucky with it.
it. But that can happen. I mean, what's the stat I gave you? Only 6 of the top 30 scores from 2 years ago were non-quarterbacks in this league. So you're going to
Right.
get late round guys. I mean, that year Josh Allen was taken the 6th round. Derek Carr was taken way after that. Like guys
You
are going to
think
be
Tua's the
there.
guy this year? Is that what you're saying?
I really like Tua and I really like Trevor Lawrence to take steps up to be like worthwhile quarterbacks in this league.
Patty.
All
Bro, I'm
right.
not even going to get a quarterback at this rate.
Yeah, Pat Mahomes goes 5th. So 3 QBs. This is already breaking the normal cycle of the draft. People are panicking at the quarterback position. Not going to be keeping up to par with the other positions, though, if they do
I
this.
kind of.
So
What if Christian McCaffrey falls to me?
I would take him in a quarterback if I were you. And
Yep.
that's murder on this league because if he stays healthy, that's crazy. So Cooper Kupp goes at 6. Somebody finally comes to their senses and stops with the quarterback nonsense. Cooper Kupp before Justin Jefferson. Finally, Christian McCaffrey goes to over McCaffeinated. I don't think that was a surprising pick. She is the newest member of the league, so she's got that new member sprinkle on her. They always have good luck in their first year, whether they win or not. After Christian McCaffrey, Jamar Chase. Did he get who? Somebody took Jamar Chase over Justin Jefferson?
They did.
Wow, you are in what I would call the
Justin Jefferson.
You are. I don't think. Well, I don't know, but you are in what I would call the driver's seat of this draft right now.
Wow.
And Najee Harris goes. I just would like, before you make your 2 picks, to introduce the fact that you were really nervous and upset about your pick, and Justin Jefferson's here at 10 for you.
That's true.
So what are you thinking here? You got time.
I'm going to take Justin Jefferson.
That's
I'm going to go
a smart man.
Quarterback.
Oh, you're going, okay.
I know.
Your boy Jalen Hurts, he's there.
Lamar's there as well.
Yeah.
I like Lamar. He's a nice guy.
Is he?
Joe Burrow's also here. If Chase was there, I was going to try to stack him.
I can't believe Chase went over Justin Jefferson. I mean, it's not crazy to think that he could do better. I mean, they're both elite, but
I don't know to go Lamar or Jalen.
That's a choice you got to make. I think we have Lamar higher in our rankings, but that doesn't necessarily mean you like him more.
I'll take him.
Lamar Jackson and Justin Jefferson at the 10-11 turn. That worked out pretty well for you. And then after Lamar goes Devontae Adams. Oh, wow. Over these running backs, huh? So
for me, I need them when they come back around.
Najee and Devontae. So Steven is he's stretching his roster out wide with that pick because he could have went. Eckler is still there, which is crazy.
I know. So is Cook.
Yeah, a lot of talent left here still, like normal standard league formats. But this is how 2 quarterback leagues are different.
Stephon Diggs.
Ooh, so Steve goes. This is how I started my draft in a normal 12-team PPR league. I went Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs from the 9 spot in a 10-team league.
That's deep.
You know, it's not a bad move in this league. Good. We start 3 wide receivers. You need the players.
I would love to get Mark Andrews too to stack with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
I wonder how long I would have, though. So the quarterbacks on the way back for you. What are you, 14? So your pick next, right?
3 people are picking in front of me.
Oh. Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray, Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, Trey Lance, Dak Prescott. And you got to go with somebody.
I don't have to.
I think you do, man.
No.
If, you're telling me if Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray, and even Brady, they're on the board, you're not going to take them?
I will follow my rankings, sir. I do not need a quarterback at this pick necessarily. Doesn't mean I won't take
Justin
one.
Fields is there. Mac Jones.
I'm going to take him third round, Justin Fields.
On the swing around.
Yeah. So after Stephon Diggs goes Dalvin Cook. What a steal. Dalvin Cook and Christian McCaffrey at running back. Good Lord.
And Austin Eckler.
Eckler and Kupp. That's a real nice pairing. One pick before me, and then I will go with the talent on the board. I may think about quarterback here, but I would strongly think
Some of
about.
the big names that we have right now: CeeDee Lamb, Joe Mixon, Aaron Jones, DeAndre Swift, Mike Evans.
So Joe Mixon goes.
Which one of those are you looking at?
I'm locked in. I'm going to take him right now.
Okay.
It's CeeDee Lamb. He's going to be my wide
Ooh.
receiver 1. We have 3 wide receivers, and there's only 5 or 6 picks between me at my next pick. If I need a quarterback there, which I probably will take. Again, this league has passing yardage bonuses. All touchdowns are worth 6 or 7 points. I can't remember. It's one of the two, but they're all equal. So rushing quarterbacks really are lowered in this league unless they're going to go over 100 yards, which Lamar and maybe Hurts are probably the only ones that are going to do that multiple times.
Right.
So guys like Tom Brady, guys like Dak, Stafford, Cousins, Rodgers, I mean, they're going to be there. So
I'm a little lower on Brady, though, because of the line. I don't know how to
yeah, I
handle it
agree,
right
but
now.
it's still Brady. I mean,
I know. That's what I'm saying.
unless it's hard to doubt the man.
What's Dean's favorite grill boy?
That was our owner at Dairy Queen. His name was
okay.
Dean. He's the
Gotcha.
league picture.
Fournette, then Chubb.
Yeah, see, it's all working out right now. Even if these guys take quarterbacks, I'm still okay. I think. Oh man, but yeah, I mean, look at how there's a lot of quarterbacks that haven't gone. Like
Right.
uh,
Brady.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams don't have quarterbacks. So, well, 6 technically, but the guy number 1 is picking last pick of the second round here. Be interesting to see if he goes with a quarterback. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know what he would do in this situation. I don't think there's too many quarterbacks here that he really likes. I know he likes Joe Burrow, but he's a Steeler fan, so that'll pain him. So he went, who'd he go? He go Tyreek Hill, last pick of the second round.
Okay.
So like a lot of other people, well, not a lot, but 4 other teams went running back, wide receiver, or they squared those up. So we'll see. I could see a quarterback here for sure if he wants, because he's going to have to wait a long time to get his quarterback.
Yeah. And he's set, like you said, one in each position.
Yep.
Derrick Henry, Tyreek Hill.
Derrick Henry.
There's also...
Yep, Joe Burrow. There he goes.
Okay. There's the draft board that shows you the picks with their colors. This is real nice.
Yeah, that's what I've been looking at.
Gotcha.
There you go. Sometimes you just gotta look around and learn the program, and then it gets better.
Sorry, there's just so many things going on.
I know. It's not amazing, but I think they do this so it looks more fun than just being very straightforward for super fantasy nerds. But there goes Kyler Murray, right after Joe Burrow. I will be picking after the current pick. And again, there's definitely quarterbacks there.
There are. Yep. Plenty of them.
We have somebody in the chat saying, might as well start over the draft since Burrow's gone. He's been known to be a big Joe Burrow fan.
Jay is?
No, Steve.
Gotcha.
You got to be in the know to know. It's an inside joke, which maybe I'll inform you later. We'll see. So Jay, waiting on his pick here. And then I will be up here. Man, I legitimately... Okay, who's he go with? Mike Evans. So, man, oh man.
You don't know who to take.
No, I have...
It's a shame.
There are so many people here that are juicy choices, right? Like, I really probably should go quarterback. But I'm just gonna have fun with it, man. I'm gonna have fun with it. So we're going Travis Kelce at tight end, 3rd round. I need those 100-yard games and those 12 touchdowns he's gonna score. I'm ready to go. So we are sorting out the roster here For me, I got CeeDee Lamb, Jonathan Taylor, Travis Kelce.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Mm-mm.
Michael Pittman
I have
Jr. Did
Lamar
that?
Jackson and Justin Jefferson.
Yeah,
That's it,
that's fair. That's fair. I don't know how Justin Jefferson went to you again. I even texted the person who took Chase, and he said I started Diggs and Chase. So many options. Well,
I'll take it.
yeah, I would too. It's unbelievable. But yeah, quarterback's obviously important, but
Tom Brady.
there goes
Pittman
Tom
went
Brady.
right before him.
She's a big Tom Brady mark. It's okay. You know, the longer this draft goes with people not selecting quarterback, though, I feel like will be better for everybody else, just like it normally is in regular drafts. Don't you agree?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
I
take your
do.
one high and then fill in your roster a little bit, and then
That's how I won last year. I took I think I took Herbert in the second or third.
Yeah, the hero quarterback. Look, see, over McCaffeinated, new to the league, and she's still not biting in on the two quarterbacks here. I like her roster so far, actually. McCaffrey, Cook, and Debo. Like, that's pretty good. And we're all ready to pocket Lockett, defending champion. Russell Wilson just went off the board, and I think he died a little inside.
I did.
A little bit. But his other favorite, would you dare? Would you dare go Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts on your team? Would you dare? I mean, you would have the most rushing yards on your team in the whole league, probably. So Allen's looking at Justin Jefferson, Lamar Jackson so far. He's on the third round turn into the fourth round. Pretty interesting draft so far. Lots of quarterbacks compared to usual, I think.
I don't know.
Some talent on the board. Much. Aaron Jones, DeAndre Swift, Saquon Barkley, Javonte Williams, Mark Andrews, which is somebody you wanted. T. Higgins, Zeke, and then there we go. Allen makes his first choice. Mark Andrews. Paired up with, he loves the stack.
I do.
You know what's hilarious, by the way? Both of us constantly wait on tight end, and we both took the top two tight ends.
When they're here, though, these good ones.
Yeah. I don't regret it. I like it. And in any league, you know, that draft's so different like this one because it's two quarterback league, talented players fall further. So I feel like taking a tight end's even easier in this round, in this type of draft. So we're waiting on the second pick here for Allen. And by the way, if you're watching or listening, it is difficult to put on this podcast while you're picking because, you want to think about this is our actual league. This isn't a mock draft like we normally do. This is our two quarterback league. Allen, defending champion. I finished in third place last year. So 30 seconds left. Allen is dripping the clock down.
To do.
Well, clock's going to force you in a second here. 15 seconds on the clock for Allen to make his fourth pick, and he goes Aaron Jones. I like it. That was a solid pick, and I think Steven was dead set on Saquon Barkley after you made that pick because it was instantaneous. That could be the steal of the draft if he turns into,
I know,
the 100-yard.
I was looking at him.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that for sure. But, Saquon Barkley goes after Aaron Jones for Allen. His team's looking pretty dangerous, actually, right now. Najee Harris, Saquon Barkley, Russell Wilson, Devontae Adams. So, here we are. Third pick of the fourth round goes Dak Prescott. So now, and Aaron Rodgers finally goes, well, not finally, but finally a quarterback for over McCaffeinated. So I think every team has a quarterback except for mine at this point. So I might have to jump on board with the quarterback here. We'll see whatever.
You don't have to, though. That's the good thing.
Sure. We'll see what happens here. There's two people picking in front of me. Currently, Cooper Kupp, Austin Eckler, Tom Brady. Jalen Hurts. That's pain. I was definitely going to take Jalen Hurts if he got to me there. But There goes Jalen Hurts right before me, and I have a feeling that Darth Maulers is going to take another quarterback in front of me. We'll see.
Ooh.
But yeah,
Probably.
the quarterback situation is looking not terrific. I'll say that much.
You do have Kelsey, though.
He did take Matthew Stafford. That's exactly who I would have taken. So now at this point, this is a tough thing to do because now pretty much all the elite quarterbacks are gone. I have no elite quarterbacks left whatsoever.
I mean, Trey Lance is the only thing that could be, or I have some faith in Tua, but
yeah,
I think everybody's going to double up and get it out of the way.
Yeah, that seems to be the play. So I'm going to go with mine. I do have Trey Lance in normal leagues listed higher, but I'm going to go with Kirk Cousins because I just expect a really massive year here, yardage-wise, touchdowns. The offense is going to go crazy. And he's my QB1. Not the best thing to have as a QB1, but, there it is. I waited.
Now.
I mean, we just went 5 quarterbacks in a row. So, if I didn't do that, I probably wouldn't have got even a worthy quarterback at the time by my next pick. So,
yeah, Cousins is a good play. I was going to get him on my next pick.
Yeah.
I got him last time, but took Aaron Jones instead.
Yeah. I mean, he puts up yardage. And, even if he does as good as last year, in this league, he would have been a phenomenal play. So.
All right, now players are going to start going that aren't quarterbacks.
I would assume so, yes. So right now I have Jonathan Taylor, CeeDee Lamb, Travis Kelce, and Kirk Cousins. Allen is rocking with Lamar Jackson, Aaron Jones, Justin Jefferson, and Mark Andrews. So we have drafted the same 4 positions. We have not doubled up on any position. We're really we're covering the smorgasbord here on the AA Fantasy Football Podcast. And again, if you guys are listening, please check out the YouTube channel. If you're on the YouTube channel, thank you. Subscribe, comment, like, everything. Everything helps for people to see the podcast. And I think Derek Carr just went.
Man, these quarterbacks.
I thought about
next? AJ Brown. Okay.
I thought about going Carr actually over Cousins, but I'm telling you, man, I think Cousins, they're going to open it up this year for him. And again, this is a different type of league. So if you guys think that's crazy that I'm excited about Kirk Cousins, it's because there are bonuses in the passing yardage game. He's a big volume passer. I know they run a lot, but they also pass a lot. So I think he's definitely again, he's not an elite guy, but he's viable for a starter in this league. So now we're at the last pick of the 4th round. This is actually going a lot slower than usual, I feel like. Derrick Henry, Tyreek Hill, Joe Burrow. So we'll see what number 1 does to finish out the 4th round here.
I wanted AJ Brown.
He would be a good pick.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to do something. And not be injured half the season.
So Zeke.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Interesting backfield there. Derrick Henry and Zeke.
Powerful.
It is. It's some powerhouse runners, but big volume runners, I would say, which is huge in this league. But, Zeke has always been a guy who's lasted. He always plays pretty much every game, every year. Maybe this is the year it falls off a little. We'll see. But now the first pick in the 5th round, Dongleberry. There was a running joke in the league, too. Somebody's team name is Dingleberry. Then somebody went Dangleberry. Then somebody went Dongleberry.
Well.
And even myself, I went Dongleberry for a couple days just to jump on the bandwagon there.
Did you do it with a Y?
No, with a U.
But could you do it with a Y?
Yeah, it could be like Dangleberry, like Dingleberry, but Dangle. Maybe we should all do variations. All right.
I don't know what to do now, because I don't know if people are going to take quarterbacks.
Well, you'll see when it gets to you, I guess.
1.
So here's my thing.
3, 4, 5, 6 teams without a second quarterback.
Here's the thing. I I feel like people are going to start waiting with the quarterbacks that are still remaining. There goes
Right.
Tua, right as we say it. That sucks
Devontae.
because I would have liked to have Tua for sure. DeAndre Swift is still here, by the way.
I know. It's ridiculous that I have to look at these quarterbacks instead of taking some of these awesome players.
But maybe you don't have to. You know, I mean, these quarterbacks are kind of like, yeah, you know?
I do.
Man, it's oof. This is pretty crazy right now, the way this draft is going, for sure.
I don't remember this many quarterbacks last year.
That definitely wasn't this way. I don't know why it's my turn. Who just went?
DeAndre Swift.
Okay, that makes my decision a lot easier. I like Trey Lance. I am on the side of believing in Trey Lance. I already got my pass thrower, and here's my rushing quarterback, Trey Lance.
Perfect.
I would have taken DeAndre Swift 100% if he was still there, because that would have given me a super dominant running back duo. But I can play hero ball at the running back position because I did get Jonathan Taylor at 4. I think of all the picks, me and you got ridiculous picks for where we were slotted. Jonathan Taylor 4th and Justin Jefferson 10th.
Let it happen, though.
Hey, this kind of stuff happens in drafts every year. And you know what? It's not always good either. Sometimes it's bad. Like you think it's amazing and then it doesn't work out. But stuff happens, right? So far,
rank the top 3 quarterbacks that are left.
Okay, well, whew, oh my.
I know.
Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, Daniel Jones, Matt Ryan, Jared Goff, James Winston, Ryan Tannehill, Mac Jones, Carson Wentz, Mariota, Mills, Mayfield, Wilson, Trubisky.
I'm leaning Winston and then Ryan.
I would say Winston then Lawrence. Actually, so for this league, it's different. Like if I went by my rankings, it's basically in order. I would go Fields, then Lawrence, then probably Winston right after that. But because rushing is a little different in this league compared to a standard or default league, Fields takes a little bit of a back seat because he's not going to be throwing the ball like crazy. And there goes Jameis Winston. There goes Justin Fields. And here we are at Allen's pick. Ooh, Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts went. So here we are. Allen with 2 picks and the best remaining quarterbacks left. Trevor Lawrence, Daniel Jones, Matt Ryan, Jared Goff, Ryan Tannehill, Mac Jones, Carson Wentz.
What about Mac Jones?
If I was, well, I'll let you make your 2 picks unless you want my advice. Otherwise,
go ahead and give it to me.
No, you know what? I'm gonna let you make your picks. You're defending champ. You know what to do.
I'll take it.
The champ is here. And listen, no matter what you do, you are the champ until the very last week of this year. So you could go 0 whatever, 0-13, and you are still the champ, my boy, until you are done. So Allen's got that spread out roster. He's got 1 of each position. Now he's looking to fill.
Yep. This is tough.
Some top players available for those listening: DJ Moore, James Conner, Breece Hall, Eli Mitchell, Mike Williams, Cam Akers, Travis Etienne, Allen Robinson. And Allen ends the 5th round with Cortland Sutton. He is a believer because he just took him over DJ Moore, Mike Williams, Allen Robinson, Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin sitting down wondering what he did wrong to you. And we are at Allen starting the 6th round here.
DJ Moore, Mike Williams, Gary Terry.
Back up, Terry.
Part of me really wants to go Mike Williams here. Just worried about what he does.
Yeah, sure.
Terry. DJ Moore is also going to be good.
$30 seconds.
Thanks.
Allen is not wasting. Well, actually, he is not He's not using a single second of his clock for each turn.
Mm,
11 seconds. Let's see what he does. And he goes with DJ Moore, back-to-back wide receivers. His wide receivers are now filled. I like the pick.
love it.
Probably, if I were you, I think that's a good pick because Sutton, while we both do believe in him, he is risky. He could either be the 1,000-yard, 8-touchdown guy he was a couple years ago, or he could be the 700-yard guy the other 2 seasons that he's played in full. We'll see what.
I wouldn't get him though if I didn't take him.
So after that goes Allen Robinson, Terry McLaurin, and now we are 3 picks away from my next pick. And
The running backs.
yeah, there's still a ton of good players left because so many quarterbacks have gone. So, yeah, I really like Dingleberry's team, Stacy's team. Tom Brady, Jalen Hurts, Austin Eckler, Cooper Kupp, Kyle Pitts. That has gone well for her. And over McCaffinated takes Ryan Tannehill. Let's see. Of the quarterbacks available, Trevor Lawrence, Daniel Jones, Matt Ryan, Jared Goff, Mac Jones, Carson Wentz. She went Tannehill. And then after that goes James Conner. Solid pick. Touchdown upside. Probably regression coming for him, I would assume.
I wanted to. I just feel like he's one of those boring running backs.
Yeah, well, sometimes boring is good.
Sometimes.
So James Conner, 1 pick left before mine. This is hard to do while we're potting because I have my own rankings and I can't look at them because I don't have enough time. And I can't look at them to know who has already been taken off of my rankings. So it's very tough. But we'll see here.
So, okay, I know what I need to do next.
You got a lot of picks before your pick, so you'll be okay.
Yeah, hopefully I can get any of the things.
Okay, so Darren Waller goes, and guess what? I don't have to worry about tight end because I got the best or the second best one. So there is a player I love here, but I need to go. I need to look at my own rankings to see where I have these guys. Oh, I have them very close to each other.
I think I know who you want.
Yeah, well, there's 2 that I'm definitely thinking about. So, I love guys that get hurt. So I'm just going to go with Mike Williams. I think the upside is just massive. Okay. I think the upside's massive. And we'll see if my other guy gets back to me. If not, it's not a big deal. I want him, but I wasn't going to. I'm not going to take
the other guy.
Huh?
Is Breece Hall?
No, he is not. He is not. I will let you know if he gets to me, and I will tell you. And if he gets taken, I will also tell you. But I didn't want to take personal opinion, even though fantasy football is all about enjoying your team. You want guys you like, but you also want guys that you think are going to do amazing. You also want to fill out your. Excuse me.
I also just like being better than the other team too.
That's a big part of it, right? But yeah, we have 3 receivers. It's half PPR. So the receptions aren't as heavily weighted. And my rankings that I look at are full PPR. If I had half PPR ranks, I would have the guy that I just took in Mike Williams over the guy that I wanted, who still may get back to me. So we'll see. A lot of people starting to take a lot of time in these middle rounds here because now we're not just sniping quarterbacks, right? We're actually thinking about players.
Everybody has 2
so Jalen Waddle. Oh, Jalen Waddle and DK Metcalf. That's a high pick, I think, for DK Metcalf. Are you in agreement? I think there's a lot of receivers there that I would take ahead of DK.
Yeah.
Deontay Johnson, Cooks,
3,
ASB, 4. Juju even I might consider. I just like Patrick Mahomes with Juju over.
George Kittle is off of the board.
Ooh, that's a good spot for him, honestly.
He has Joe Burrow and Tua, Tyreek, who he stacked with Tua, Zeke, Derrick Henry,
Oh,
Kittle.
I didn't even notice that. Nice. I like that. Little stackaroo. I probably would have taken Tua. Well, maybe not where I took Trey Lance, but I don't know. Tua was a surprising pick. He took him a lot higher than I would have thought.
Yeah.
So, top players available on Yahoo's rankings: Breece Hall, Eli Mitchell, Cam Akers, Travis Etienne, David Montgomery, J.K. Dobbins, Deontay Johnson, A.J. Dillon. That's about 8 or so guys. But there's still a ton of good players left, and we have at least 3 starting roster spots to fill out at this point. So, still a lot of drafting left to go.
Yeah, there is.
Now I'm almost regretting extending the pick time because everybody, and you're one of the culprits, if we're being honest.
Yeah, I don't mean to. I make the decision, but it gets tough when it gets down to the last 20 seconds.
So Steeler fan Dongleberry goes with Deontay Johnson. Got to be putting his faith in Mitch Trubisky's hands. Ooh, risky business. I don't know what that means, but sure. Somebody said risky business in the chat. All right, so 2 picks until I get to make my pick. My guy's still there. We're waiting. Watching C mode right now, boys. All right, and then goes J.K. Dobbins.
I was literally just looking at him.
I love that pick. I think he's going to have a monster year, especially in this league where the yardage thing. Like Dobbins is somebody I think could go over 100 yards multiple times this year. He'll definitely have the touchdown upside. They run a ton. So, all right, Jay is in front of me making a pick. Let's see what he does. Hopefully he's not a listener of the podcast because then I'll be able to get my guy.
We'll just crap all over his team.
Yeah. I'm down. So somebody here projected a ton of points is Eli Mitchell. Projected 1,360 yards. Yeah, maybe in a full season. But the 9 to 10 games that he will play, he'll be good for you, but you got to have backup plans with him. Same fear with Cam Akers, I think. I don't think the backfield's going to be split by any means, but that Achilles has to just be in the back of your mind, like you're worried about it a little bit. So Brandon Cooks goes before me. That was not my guy. I am taking my guy, and that is Travis Etienne Jr. Welcome to the squad. I am very happy with that. Some people are worried about James Robinson's involvement. Not me! I know what kind of talent Travis Etienne is. Has the most scrimmage line touchdowns in the history of a college career. So,
Judy, bye-bye.
People think
Etienne's going to be a monster.
People think Etienne can only catch the ball because that's kind of what he's been designated, in media and camp. This guy was a machine at Clemson. And he's also with his quarterback that played at Clemson. So, a little chemistry, you don't mind. Jerry Jeudy goes next. I cannot wait to see how that wide receiver crew just pans out. I mean,
Sutton and Jeudy.
I think they both could be great. But it's just, I can't wait to see how each of them are used. So we'll see. But so far, my team is looking like this. Kirk Cousins, Trey Lance, Jonathan Taylor, Travis Etienne Jr., CeeDee Lamb, and Mike Williams. So we're very balanced so far. My entire starting lineup, besides one receiver and a flex, is full. Allen currently, Lamar Jackson, Aaron Jones, Justin Jefferson, Cortland Sutton, DJ Moore. What a receiving crew. We love that. And then Mark Andrews at tight end. Ooh, Gabe Davis goes early. She knows what she's doing, sir. Over McCaffeinated. We've got
very early.
It's according to Yahoo ranks. I think
right.
He's a great pick. Well done, Alex. Welcome to the league if you're listening. So yeah, we're in the 7th round here, 8th pick. 2 picks away from Allen's next 2. Dangleberry currently rocking Dak Prescott, Jameis Winston, Alvin Kamara, Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs, Terry McLaurin. Another stacked wide receiver room. I think you guys here at the end are getting really nice receivers. Like you last three, Devontae Adams, Allen Robinson on the team after this one. Honestly, over McCaffrey-Nated's three receivers are Debo, T. Higgins, and Gabe Davis. That's looking nice. And Dangleberry goes Eli Mitchell. And that is the curse of the IR if I've ever seen it, because Dangleberry's teams generally hit the IR every year. So Eli Mitchell, he already had injury concerns going in. But here we are with Allen, who just is picking after Dalton Schultz goes. Normally a tight end he would like to take, but he already has Mark Andrews.
I do.
He's got to be considering a second quarterback at this point, because he's the only one, I think, with one.
Yep.
And that one is Lamar, who in his own right can play like some hero ball at quarterback for you. So there's some guys that could still put up points in this league, honestly. I know it doesn't look great on paper, but there's definitely guys here that can put up points. Because if you think about it, in this league, like an average quarterback averages like 30 to 35 points. Like that's their projection. And then the elite guys go up to like 50, 60 points sometimes. So if you can combine your two and get that 80 points, you're fine with the upside there. So Allen goes with Matt Ryan.
I couldn't wait till
Whoa, Matt Ryan, the pod's most hated quarterback, at least on my end.
That's the reason I got him.
This is amazing. I love it. But Matt Ryan will put up yardage. He'll throw some touchdowns, so you're going to be fine there.
Oh, man, this is tough. I don't know where to go next.
You know, our quarterbacks are kind of like the mirror images, but the opposite. Like Kirk Cousins is probably like an elevated version of Matt Ryan, where Lamar is an elevated Trey Lance for you. Interesting how we went that way. So Allen currently...
I wasn't trying to do that.
Well, yeah. Currently could use a second running back, could use another receiver for a flex, but he's got his two quarterbacks. He's got three wide receivers and a running back and a tight end. Some players available. Breece Hall, Cam Akers, Dave Montgomery, AJ Dillon, Damian Harris, Josh Jacobs. Lots of running backs up there. Also, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, Rashad Bateman. But we know he's not going to take Rashad Bateman, so that's clear. So if anybody wants Rashad Bateman, you can have him. Breece Hall!
Yep. I'm gambling.
Was that your emergency pick at the buzzer there? Like that you said you were going to make your pickup?
That's how I had set. I just couldn't.
I'll tell you what.
Get around to what I wanted.
Steve's team. This is my brother-in-law, actually, Steve. He's been the only one in this entire draft to make their pick immediately, and I respect him for that. There's always one person that does it, and it's been him.
Do you think he has his Q set?
No, I just think he is prepared to draft. He knows who he's going to take. Dangleberry says, damn, maybe he wanted David Montgomery or Breece Hall or both. So we are into...
Can't have both.
You can't have either now. We're into the 8th round, and basically our starting rosters are pretty much full. Outside of one player, I think you need a flex. I need a wide receiver and a flex to fill that out. Doesn't necessarily mean that's what I'm going to draft, but we'll see. So far, so good. Still some...
Bake a cake while I wait on the turn here.
You're going to bake a cake? Yeah.
Yep.
Take a little nap. So far, there's actually some good running backs still available, which usually isn't the case this late in drafts. Then goes Darnell Mooney and TJ Hawkinson. 2 more picks, and then it is my turn. TJ Hawkinson. Very nice. Very nice. She filled out her roster there. She just needs a flex now. Amon-Ra St. Brown. That would have been a really nice choice for myself. But it's not going to happen there, so we'll have to see what we can do. Any stacks that your boy can make here? CeeDee Lamb, Trey Lance. Not looking likely that we're going to be able to stack here, so.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing it with Mac Jones, but Thornton got hurt. Other than that, I don't know who you would try for.
Probably Ayuk. That would be my only other, but he would be a bench receiver, most likely, so. I already know who I'm going to pick if he's there. Actually, I either way, I know who I'm going to pick. So as soon as Darth Maulers makes his pick, I am ready to go. Either way, if he takes my guy, I'll take my other choice.
No matter
he
what.
definitely did not take my guy. Josh Jacobs goes ahead of me, and here is Cam Akers, my flex. I mean, I would be elated to have him as an RB2 in most situations. So, honestly, I could look at ETN or Akers as my RB2 flex, however you want to look at it, but I'm happy with that. I do need another receiver to finish out my lineup, but there are running backs that are here still that I like.
I know, that's what I'm looking at.
I made that mistake in my 12 team, and I went super heavy wide receiver early. I told you about that one. It was Jamar, Diggs, and then Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
And then I hammered running back. Like, I got like 6 straight running backs. I think I went a little too crazy. I needed to get in there receiver because it's full PPR. So I'm not going to make that mistake here. His app is so glitchy. Oh, is he drafting from his phone? That's
Jay?
No, Darth Maulers. Oh, Jay takes AJ. It takes AJ Dillon. He makes it easier for me to not continue to hammer running back because I would have loved AJ Dillon. That's a painful loss for me. But that's who I would have taken if Cam Akers got taken. So again, I like AJ Dillon more than Cam Akers. I'll go on record saying that, but I have Cam Akers ranked higher. I just think his opportunity is full-fledged workload, and there's only about a handful of teams that do that. I don't care what McVay says. You look at the last 7 years since Gurley's been there, it's always one guy. They get hurt, it's the next guy. He gets hurt, it's the next guy, whatever.
I think that's Cam Akers and Darrell are both still flex worthy.
I agree. I think Henderson will get a little bit of it. But I mean, like last year, Cam Akers came back after 5 months. Darrell Henderson was doing really well for them. Sony Michel was doing really well for them after Henderson got hurt. And then they still stuck Cam Akers in there after 5 months of torn Achilles. And he got like 30 carries every game. It wasn't good production, but that just tells me the volume's going to be there for him, regardless of his health, at least if he's able to be on the field, I mean. So, with today's news, we didn't even cover the news. Brian Robinson Jr., third-round pick from Alabama, was shot. No joke. Like, he was shot multiple times in a carjacking. He is supposed. Wow, there goes Christian Kirk, Cordero Patterson, Amari Cooper. We're flying now. Sorry, but serious news about Brian Robinson Jr. So on the fantasy side of things, we hope he gets better, obviously. But on the fantasy side of things, that makes Antonio Gibson draft worthy again. That's not where I'm going here.
Do it.
I don't know what
Antonio Gibson.
No. That's not what I'm doing. Don't worry. Man. I thought I knew what I wanted to do here, and now I'm changing my mind. I'll do it,
Under pressure.
Could be Pat Mahomes' favorite target as my wide receiver 3. I'll take Juju as a wide receiver 3. The expected wide receiver 1 of the Chiefs, at least for now. So that fills out my lineup. Now we're just looking for value and upside at this point. Really thought about Michael Thomas there. Really thought about Chris Godwin there. But with the other thing I wanted to mention why I didn't do that is the injury history of Mike Williams. Not that Juju hasn't been injured, because he has also. But I think Juju's injuries have been like kind of weird ones, not consistent with somebody who constantly gets injured because of a certain thing. So I wanted to go a little bit safer there. Because Michael Thomas, we literally don't know. I mean, he looks great, and then
about anything.
He looks great, and then he pulls a hamstring. Like, you know what I mean? So he hasn't played in 2 years. And then Chris Godwin tore an ACL. I was thinking about him, but the ACL has me a little nervous, just a little bit. So who just went after Juju Smith-Schuster? The San Francisco defense.
The 9th round.
Hey, you don't have to worry about it, I guess. We'll take it. Just got a text from the 8th selection team, Dangleberry, who says, "Who is Dean's favorite girl boy team?" I replied and said, "Me." He says, "Damn, I like what you're doing. Stop it, though." You love the endorsement of a fellow league mate, whether or not it's a reliable source or not. It doesn't matter. If somebody's cheering you on, I'll take it. Ooh, Damian Harris goes to Dingleberry, and then Chris Godwin. I really like Over McCaffeinated's team. He said Darth Maulers, who took the San Francisco defense in the 9th round, has said, "About to throw my phone, 100% an accident." Well,
Dang.
find a PC. That's all I can say. Over McCaffeinated's first year in the league, and she is doing phenomenal. I think her team is really nice. Dangleberry, the Ohio State homer, reaches for Chris Olave. Sorry about that. He did a similar thing last year, and he took Devonta Smith. He really liked him out of Alabama. So I like Olave. He's a deep threat guy, and we talk about the 100-yard bonus. That's somebody who could definitely get it if Jameis is airing it out. Then goes Michael Thomas, and we are to Allen, who takes Chase Edmonds. I like it. Half PPR, he's going to have value. He is the RB1 there. I don't think there's any doubt about that, but it will be a mix. But Chase is definitely the guy. So let's see what he does on the turn.
What do you think about Clyde Edwards-Helaire?
I think people hate him, and I don't understand why.
I know.
I don't understand why. He hasn't been playing in the preseason. He's been easily put in our view as a starter. He hasn't taken any backup reps in practice or in training camp.
Behind him?
Pacheco and Jerick McKinnon and Ronald Jones, who may be cut, but who knows?
Oh, I don't know if I should go with Ramondre or Clyde.
That's your call. Totally your call. Top running backs, Antonio Gibson, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Devin Singletary, Miles Sanders, Rashad Penny, Ramondre Stevenson, Tony Pollard, Kareem Hunt. And Allen is looking at running back, where I think there's more value at receiver, personally.
No, but I don't have any.
You'll get them. They'll be there. 5 seconds. And he takes Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And there goes Devonta Smith right after Clyde Edwards-Helaire to start the 10th round. Allen doesn't seem to like his last 3 picks very much.
Well, Breece Hall I like a lot.
Yeah.
It's just I had to take somebody with Clyde that's a little more secure, even though
he is. I would agree he definitely is. And I think this is the year, whether it goes well or not, you're going to know. This is actually, Clyde this year kind of reminds me of Sutton's situation in Denver. Like, the situation's there to be great. And if you're a great player, you're going to be great. And that's exactly what Sutton's facing in Denver as well as Clyde. He was a first-round pick. Like, they expected more out of him, and he hasn't delivered yet. So James Robinson goes here in the 10th round. I mean, that's fine, I guess. We don't really know his
starter.
Maybe. We don't really even know if he's going to be ready for week 1. So, but maybe he comes in 4, 5, 6 weeks in, looks healthy, and takes over, at least half of the rushing. I don't know. I think ETN's going to go crazy out of the gate, and it's going to be hard to play James Robinson with that new coaching staff. I mean, he was undrafted for a reason. Let's be honest.
How many rounds are there?
I think 19.
19, yeah.
We're in the 10th round. Honestly, I thought it was going slow, but we're at 50 minutes and we're over halfway. So as long as we have people not draining the clock to 3 seconds repeatedly, as I look at you with Smite.
Hey.
If we pick faster, we'll be done faster. Hey, Mac Jones goes. First bench quarterback taken. Oh, and Antonio Gibson, a steal, I think, today at least.
Right this second, yeah.
At this spot. Rashad Bateman, I wasn't even ready. There goes Rashad Bateman. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we are looking at some talented players here. I have an even share of positions, so really I'm just going by value and what I expect from people here. I'm going to get a little reachy here. Not something I like to do normally, but I'm afraid I'll lose this guy if I wait any longer. So I'm going with Dameon Pierce.
Dameon Pierce.
I listen. He's climbed my ranks at this point to being near the top 25 of running backs. I mean, he's like right around this Antonio Gibson, Clyde, Miles Sanders range, and I just like his 3-down upside more than the rest of them. So it's a bad offense. I don't know if he'll score many touchdowns, but he could be like the Arian Foster back when he carried that team. You know what I mean? So after that goes Trevor Lawrence. The bench quarterbacks are taking off. So maybe I need to grab one of those. You know?
There's not very good ones left.
No, but there never are really. I don't really know if I want to do that though. There's a lot of talent out there. You know what I'm saying? Lots of talent. So
you do, I will.
I'm not making a podcast deal with you. Get out of here. So the Buffalo defense goes. Somebody got scared and took a defense after someone took a defense in the 9th round by accident. So we'll have that, but you don't have to worry about it when you take
time to time.
When you take a top 5. I mean, that division too, you don't really have to worry too much about the offenses. Only Miami, and that's based on potential. It's not really proven anything yet. Okay, and then the defense goes again, Tampa Bay.
Okay. Maybe he'll take another defense.
All right. We used to start 2. We used to start 2 team defenses and 2 defensive players. We have cut the roster quite a bit.
Oh, I'm glad.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, there's receivers that I like here. Okay. Wow. The backup quarterbacks are being just taken right off the board.
It is so nice to have another quarterback to try out.
Yeah. So Jared Goff goes after Devin Singletary. This Jay's team already has 3 quarterbacks. I assume he's not going to take another one. I would hope not.
Oh, that'd be great.
Man, there are some really good receivers here. This is like where you can win your draft, choosing between these receivers who are on the board. You got Marquise Hollywood Brown, Hunter Renfrow, Elijah Moore, Brandon Ayuk. You got to feel like one of those guys is going to blow up this year in some form or fashion.
They've been putting Lazard in there too.
Oh, Lazard, also Drake London. That's somebody who you demanded I draft because I spoke so highly of him.
You're going to take him right here.
But I don't have to do what you tell me to do all the time. So we'll see. We'll see if he's even there. I'm ready to make my pick. Miles Sanders goes. Yeah. So here I am. And I take Drake London.
I love it.
Because I don't just talk game. I play the game. And that's how you draft Drake London, ladies and gentlemen. Alan Lazard goes after. I like that pick a lot. I think he could be. I think he's being really slept on. And I don't know why. Why are people not drafting Alan Lazard? He's going to be the first pick. Oh, and there goes, what's the name here? Dangleberry says I sniped
Justin
again.
Wentz.
Drake London.
Justin Tucker.
Oh, Justin Tucker. Oh, no. Dingleberry's going to be upset about that one. She gets Justin Tucker every year. That's a great. Hey, he's going to be kicker one. Next year, we're getting rid of kickers. Kareem Hunt goes after Justin Tucker. I'm not even going to vote on it. I'm just going to get rid of him. I'm done with it. Kickers, I'm done with it.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Hey, I have everything voted on every year. I'm not. Mm-mm. So Kareem Hunt goes. You are picking in one pick, and you have back-to-back picks. I would already know who my two players are.
Wow,
we'll
you're
see.
such a better person.
No, I just like to be ready. I just like to be ready. I like to be ready. So
I hear ya.
it's getting tough though, because this is the spot of the draft where there are guys who could be great or could be very average, and it's our job to figure out who's going to be great. That's how you win drafts at this point. So Allen is up. Top ranked players include Hollywood Brown, Ramondre Stevenson, Tony Pollard, Hunter Renfrow, Elijah Moore, Melvin Gordon, Brandon Ayuk, DeAndre Hopkins, and Allen goes with an old favorite, Elijah Moore. I like it. Second year breakout wide receivers usually it happens somewhere. Why not with Zach Wilson and the MILF Slayer?
Why not?
Right. I mean, if he's hitting off the field, he's going to be hitting on the field. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, Zach Wilson, the last 4 or 5 games or so of last year, he was really doing well, actually, comparative to the rest of the season where he was throwing 3 or 4 picks every single game, looking like Nathan Peterman out here. And here's Allen's second pick. We will see what he does. He takes Daniel Jones.
Danny Dimes.
My mind.
My 3 quarterbacks this
My
time.
mind is beyond blown right now. I cannot believe that I just saw.
What a team there too, Matt Ryan and.
If you're
Daniel
new
Jones.
to the pod this year, please go back and listen to some of the pods from last year just to hear how Allen spoke about Daniel Jones.
That's bad.
That's what I hear. Last year, that's what I heard anyway. Wow, there are like no quarterbacks left.
Nope.
Are there any starters here? What's going on? Ooh, Ramondre Stevenson goes. That's painful.
There's Deshaun Baker.
Oh, you know what? There's some here. I'll probably grab one. Brandon Ayuk. How rude. So after Daniel Jones went Cole Kmet, Kenneth Walker III, or Ken Walker if you're friends with him, Ramondre Stevenson, Brandon Ayuk, 2 guys that I love back to back. Evan McPherson goes, and now it's my turn. I want to get the security here for my third string quarterback, just in case one of them goes down, and I like the upside here.
Davis Mills.
Davis Mills. That's who I'm taking.
Yes.
I mean, you say what you want about the guy. I mean, he did pretty good last year. And if I need, I don't even know if he covers a bye week. I didn't even look at that. He does. Okay, so we're good. That would have been a really poo-poo mistake on my end. But I'm fine with that, honestly. My bench so far, 2 rookies and Davis Mills. So, there we go.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Elijah Moore on my bench.
That's not bad. Those are safe. There's a safe play there and then an upside guy. So I dig it.
I got Breece Hall. I'm going to test it out.
Breece Hall, upside daddy. I can't believe it. Pretty great, if you ask me.
Chase Edmonds. That's who I really am excited about.
I am excited to see what he does. I'm with you on that one. Well, I guess I can add some guys to the queue now that I don't want to forget about. Don't want to forget.
How do you queue them up?
I think you
Little
just
star?
you just star them up,
And then how do you find them again?
They're up in the top right where it says my queue. It pays to look around, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I didn't have that thing out.
Come on, dog. So I get to pick in 2 picks. The start of this round, Oh, wait. Okay, so the end of this round, sorry. Carolina, not native, but resident, Dongleberry takes Baker Mayfield after DeAndre Hopkins and Melvin Gordon go.
Wow.
D-Hop, honestly, at this late of the game, I mean, if he like comes in and plays like he did last year, he's going to be a playable person. And there goes Tony Pollard. That's a nice pick. All right.
There's 3 teams with only 2 quarterbacks.
And I'm not one of them. I am proud of that. So, the running back field has dried up pretty bad, if we're being honest.
And yeah, it has. I'm glad I got my guys.
Yes. So, could probably wait on that position, if we're being
Aaron
honest.
Jones, Breece Hall, Chase Edmonds, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah.
I do like my team though.
I've never heard you not say that. So
Well, today is the same day.
today is a different day, same ish.
We're still here.
Yes.
Did you finish She-Hulk?
I have not finished She-Hulk. I started the second episode and then my kids started going crazy. I might watch it after we're done with the draft here, actually.
Did you?
I heard the third season or the third episode has like post credits that's supposed to break the internet. And now it is my turn. Hollywood Brown, that's who I would have went with. I was not ready because we were talking about She-Hulk. So now
Your boy's there.
Who's-
Hunter Renfro.
he is a good player. That is for sure. Wow, this is. Let's see here. Yeah, if I'm going off of value, it's got to be Hunter Renfro, just because I know what to expect from him.
Right.
There might be more upside guys, but I need somebody. I've already taken Drake London. I've already taken Dameon Pierce. I have Travis Etienne. I've taken upside. I need a little bit of.
Garrett, first defensive player.
Well, he's a Browns fan, so. Oh, another one. Back. Hey, that's not. Oh, that's our second tight end. George Pickens goes. Okay, the wife of the Steeler fan. Carolina native. She's a Carolina native, though, so. We'll see about that one. But yeah, I wanted to play a little safe, so I think Renfro at least has a floor. And so far, everybody on my bench besides Drake London has a week 6 bye, so none of my starters do, though, so that's a good thing. Lots of upside players left here still.
Yeah, there are.
Robert Woods goes off the board after George Pickens. Solid pick.
Okay.
Solid pick. But another injury risk for Team IR over there. Zach Wilson, third quarterback. Ooh. Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, and Zach Wilson on Steve's team here. So now we've got Allen, who really could go anywhere. I almost took a guy that I think he will think about on this pick. I will let him know if he takes him. Some of the top players left on Yahoo's rankings: Darrell Henderson, Zach Ertz, James Cook, Nyheim Hines, Russell Gage, Kadarius Toney, Albert Okwuegbunam. I will never say Albert O because I respect the man. Michael Carter, Pat Freiermuth, but we've already covered our tight ends. Alexander Madison, Jamal Williams, Brian Robinson. Jeez. And Allen goes back-to-back Treylon Burks and Romeo Doubs. Oh, my God. He has so many rookies.
I know. I wanted to go with... Well, it's just those two, right?
Well, yeah, that's true.
I'll take, but
Breece Hall. Breece Hall.
Tony wasn't one. I was in. Yeah, Breece Hall too. Tony was in the mix of those 3.
I'm not in on Tony this year. I was, and now I'm not because I've seen some things. I've heard some things. I'm just not in on him anymore.
Yeah.
I have a deep sleeper saved for the end of the draft here. I hope nobody takes him. But Kadarius Toney made me think of him because, Tony's kind of a sleeper in that way.
Really?
So, 2 picks away from my pick.
Does it force us into taking defense kicker and all that?
No. You don't have to take it. It'll just create extra bench spots if you want.
Then you got to drop them and whatnot.
Yeah, you can sort that out after the fact. Still some intriguing guys here at the receiver position for sure. The running back field is a little murky and muddy, if you will. Nyheim Hines goes.
Running back field is rough.
It kind of is, yeah. We'll see here what goes on. It's almost my pick here. You know, I feel like D'Ernest Johnson should be a little higher with all the weird stuff going on with Kareem Hunt. You know, like, who knows if Hunt's even going to play? And then D'Ernest Johnson's the backup, which generally splits time. It is my turn. Chase Claypool goes this deep. You know, if he actually gets used properly this year, that's a phenomenal steal. Let's see here who I want to go with. I'm going to take a guy that I have starred. I'd like the upside here. I just went safe. So I'm going to shoot for the moon here. And this guy has been talked up in training camp a ton by his coach so far. And I've taken Rondale Moore.
Rondale.
If anything, I think he can start the year very nicely. So if I have any issues, maybe ETN isn't delivering or Cam Akers is looking slow, maybe I throw him in. We'll see what happens.
Man. The running backs are rough. Like, should I try to take Michael Carter with Breece Hall?
I can't give you advice on that because I was thinking about taking Michael Carter myself. So if I do that, I'm sorry ahead of time. But I was actually thinking about doing that with the pick I just used.
But you didn't.
So after Rondale Moore, big wide receiver run coming. Tyler Boyd, Mecole Hardman, Devontae Parker to finish the 14th round. And we got 5 left. Time to really grind and get your players.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go 2 and then fill in my everything else.
Oh, yeah. Keep on rolling, baby.
And whatnot.
I cannot believe Zach Ertz hasn't been taken yet. Just think if you waited on tight end in this draft. Ertz, Okwe-Bunam, Hunter Henry, still there.
Yeah, but I feel like getting the guys we got is first wide receiver too.
Nobody could ever.
You know what
I mean, yeah, I'm totally fine. I got Kelsey, Lamb, and Mike Williams. I feel like I got legitimate tight end 1, wide receiver 1 potential, and wide receiver top 15 wide receiver potential with Mike Williams. Potentially, of course. I only have 2 bench spots left. Oh, man. I probably won't pick a defensive player. Just get a linebacker who does tackles. So I'll just draft guys that I want. There's definitely some out there. That's for sure.
What are you talking about, defensive players?
No. Just players that I would want instead of taking a defensive player. Isaiah McKenzie, that's a phenomenal pick. I like that a lot out of Todd, a former champion himself.
James Cook.
Oh, that's like this really the first snipe of the night for me. I was set on him. That hurts because now I'm scrambling. Out here. Running backs. Yeah, I should probably grab one, I think. You know what? No, I'm just going to take talented players. That's what I do. You know, how many rookies can you put on a team? What are your thoughts? How many rookies? You know, maybe not.
Oh?
You know, I'm going to take somebody who is a tremendous insurance policy and safe, and that's Alexander Mattison. I don't have Dalvin Cook, but when Dalvin Cook does not play his 3 or 4 games this year, Alexander Madison's going to put up a ton of points for me in those weeks. And he may have some standalone. You know, maybe they change how they use Dalvin Cook a little bit this year.
Were you going to take
Wow. Darth Maulers takes 2 defensive players in Myles Garrett and TJ Watt. We only have 1 defensive player slot. Was I going to take who?
Sky Moore.
Thinking about it, he's in the queue. He's in the queue with some other players here. Yeah. Yeah. Man, I have 3 running backs in my starting lineup, so I don't really need to crush running back on my bench. Yeah. So I guess I don't need another running back, but that waiver wire is going to be sexy. So kicker goes Daniel Carlson, and now we're looking at over McCaffeinated. Again, newest member of the league. Shout out, was good. Alan, what are you thinking? Where are you going? Albert Okwebunam goes.
Well, I'm thinking Sky Moore or Jalen Tolbert, also
Ooh,
Julio.
more rookies. More rookies. Pile them up.
I don't know if I should take Michael Carter with Breece Hall.
Yeah, Deshaun Watson got taken. Here we go. Dangleberry.
Maybe like an insurance policy.
Somebody had to do it. He asked me via text how many quarterbacks we were allowed to have, and I told him 4. So I think he's going to probably take another one. Allen for back-to-back picks to end the 15th and begin the 16th round.
Oh, what to do? What to do?
What to do?
Because I don't trust Juju.
Oh, don't trust Juju. Oh. So he takes Sky Moore. This is why we don't discuss who we want to draft, because then our players get taken.
That's it. It was all because of you.
Because of you.
Michael Carter, Kenneth Gainwell. Oh.
I mean, Brian Robinson would have been a tremendous pick here had today not happened the way it did.
I know.
It's weird looking at his name with all this that has gone on. Hey, Odell Beckham Jr. is still out there if you want him.
I'm going to go with Gainwell.
Kenneth Gainwell, allegedly going to get some goal line work and passing work. We'll see what happens about that.
I hope he just takes over Sanders'
That's
job.
not going to happen. Sanders is just way too talented. Whether or not they know that is one thing compared to, but, you know.
Right. You know.
You know, who knows? I keep drafting either Keenan Allen. Well, I've only had 2 drafts so far. I've gotten Keenan Allen in one and Mike Williams in the other, and I don't know if handcuffing a wide receiver is a thing, but it kind of makes me not want to draft Joshua Palmer, even though I really like him a lot. So that's kind of where I'm sitting right now. It's
Wilson.
What does Wilson mean? Oh, Garrett Wilson. He was just
Garrett
drafted.
Wilson. Yeah.
He was just drafted, yes.
He's a wide receiver.
Castaway, one of my favorite movies. This podcast has fallen off the rails.
I just want to pick my defensive people.
Are you going to? Are you going to fill every position?
Probably.
Okay. See, this is the part of the draft where I don't know why things take so long.
I know.
I mean, it's like...
I was even quick on these.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's you're not going to win the draft here. Most of these guys are going to be waiver wire, so... And if not, there's got to be guys you like. You don't really need to think about it too much. Marcus Mariota, I knew he would take a 4th quarterback because Deshaun will be unusable for the first however many weeks. But he can slide him into the IR slot, let him sit there probably. I'm not sure if it'll allow it. Jarvis Landry this late, that's a nice safe play.
Yeah, I like that. If it was PPR, it'd be even better.
It's half, so at least you get that. I can't go. Wow, I can't go that way either. All right, who just went before me? Kenny Golladay. So this is
He's
my
so
last
funny.
bench spot. I'm probably not going to. I'll probably take another position player. This is funny. No ADP. I think people are massively sleeping on this guy, and I just took him.
But you have Rondale and Wandale.
Wandale Robinson and Rondale Moore. Yeah, Wandale Robinson. Uh, I think people have no idea that this guy's going to be used in the Giants offense quite a bit. I think he is who everybody is expecting Kadarius Toney to be. Like, he's going to be that guy. He's amazing with the ball. And just like Toney. So I have no interest in Kenny Galladay, Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton.
No.
Those guys are old news. They're not going to be used. I mean, Galladay will be starting probably, but starting and being used are two different things. So I think that might pay off like second half of the year, be one of those situations, maybe even earlier. So we shall see.
Take your time, Jay. Take your time.
Yeah. Hey, it's deep in the draft. It's not even. You know how we're getting old because it's 9:20 and it feels like it's midnight. That's how we know.
I'm ready to go night night.
Eric, you want to see me go night night?
You want to go night night?
You want to go night night? If you know, you know.
Say it with your chest.
Okay, honestly, 7th pick or 8th pick of the 16th round, Michael Carter. Not bad.
Yep.
Not bad. And then goes Zach Ertz, finally. That's not bad for somebody who took Dawson Knox, who is basically touchdown potential compared to Ertz being like a consistent floor. Nick Folk goes at kicker. Devondre Campbell goes on defense. I mean, should I take a defensive player here? I don't know what's going on. Hey. Oh, man. Shaquille Leonard is going to be on the PUP, or else I would have taken him. Shaquille. Dallas defense goes, and then we have Jay. I am a big-time defensive streamer. Thinking about not even drafting a defense, but I'm also kind of thinking about drafting a defense. Wow, that last pick was Gay. Matt Gay, the kicker. Okay. Let's see here. Ugh.
I feel like I'm like a floating head.
Yeah, I need to pay attention. I need to pay attention here. Okay, so I have a lot of receivers. Well, honestly, with Brian Robinson probably out of the picture, I'm going to take J.D. McKissick. Extra bench spot. Not too worried about the kicker, defensive player. We'll sort that all out. I'll figure out who I want to drop, but yeah. I mean, I'm going to have an IR slot, so for somebody. Who did I take? I thought.
You get anybody that's in the IR?
Oh, maybe not.
London?
Maybe not. Well, I'll make the appropriate moves that I need to make. Uh-oh. I got a text here. I've sniped. All right, so MVS goes. That could be even we are very uncertain about the Kansas City receiving situation. Somebody's going to be good there. I don't know if it's going to be Pan Hands Valdez Scantling, but it could be. Who knows?
Like, if you draft these next 3 rounds, don't you have to drop 3 people to pick up those other positions?
Yeah. So I'll have to make that decision later myself, but yeah, I only have 2 remaining slots for kicker, defense, and defensive player, so I'll have to drop somebody once I want to fill that position.
Right.
We'll see who it is that gets the cut. Probably going to be McKissick, but I wanted to just see how things pan out, you know. Kickers are going off the board. Cade York from the Browns, and then Harrison Butker after Chuba Hubbard and Jalen Tolbert went. Devin White goes. I actually thought about taking him with my pick instead of McKissick. That's a solid defensive player. And Baltimore, both things I thought about picking instead of McKissick.
They're also like 160 points projected, which is higher than the other positions at this point. So I figured it's worth it.
Yeah.
Last round.
Yes, sir.
My team is.
There's still
the
some.
Sky is the limit. Just give me some more.
The sky or
Sky
more.
And
the sky Moore. And more. Oh, yeah, you got the Moors. There's actually really good defensive players left.
Yeah.
So I'll probably take one of those. I might just stream defense. I don't really care. It's so easy to stream defense. That might be the easiest position to do it. That or tight end. Well, no, I think defense is even easier than tight end.
Tight end is rough.
Yeah.
Can be.
All right, guys, let's pick up the pace here. Come on. There we go. Russell Gage. What a steal. She's got Julio and Gage and Godwin.
Oh, man.
The Buccaneers better be passing 60 times a game again. Dang, I was going to take Micah Parsons. Nice. Nice.
Well, I got you beat on defense, I'll say that.
Do you?
Yeah.
How?
I have Devin White and Baltimore.
Okay.
Who are you going to take?
I don't know.
Roquan Smith?
No, I'm going to take
Fred Warner.
I'm going to take the best defensive player in the NFL in Shaquille Leonard, and I'm going to put him on my IR spot and pick up another one until he's ready, which is probably going to be week 2. So I got you on defensive player.
You're making some big moves.
I'm just saying. Shaquille Leonard literally finishes first in IDP like every year. Sorry, he used to be Darius for people who don't realize who he is. He's officially Shaquille now. But yeah, he usually leads the league in tackles every year, and that's all I care about at my defensive spot because it's 1 point per tackle. So fine with that. Wow, this defense hasn't been taken yet. Hopefully it lands to me. I would appreciate that very much. Then I'll just get whatever freaking kicker that exists. Or I'll just delete the position entirely after the draft. Like, who cares, you know? Just don't even
do that.
Yeah. This used to be a democracy, but I think I'm going to turn it into a rictatorship. Shout out Walking Dead. A sleeper defense. I think Washington, as well as Minnesota, kind of sleeper defenses. Washington's D-line is amazing. People just forget because they got slaughtered with injuries last year. Chase Young was out. Like 3 of their starting defensive linemen and 2 of their linebackers were just on the IR. Noah Fant goes.
Get Antonio Brown if you want.
I might consider it. I won't be considering it. I'm just kidding. Come on, Dongleberry. Let's get this thing wrapped up. We're going into the 19th round. AJ Green. Yeah.
I don't even think we've said his name this season yet.
Yeah. And then there goes Fred Warner. Another good defensive player. We've all got the defensive, like the good ones.
I know where I want to go next.
TJ Watt's good, but
Mr. Irrelevant.
Oh, it's going to be a kicker, isn't it? All right, don't screw me up here, Jay. Just let me get my defense. I think it's going to be a really good it's a tough division though.
England.
Tough defense, good defense, tough division. Maybe I should change my mind here.
New England is who he's talking about.
It's
PK?
definitely not who I'm talking about. It's not a tough division, really.
LA? Yes, it is.
Not really. Not
The Bills and Miami?
Miami's unproven offensively.
Okay, but still, they're going to be better.
I was talking about the Chargers.
Mm.
Maybe I should go Saints. Atlanta, Carolina. Yeah, I've changed my mind. I'm going with the Saints. Dennis Allen at the helm. But the Chargers, man, I think they're going to have so many sacks between Bosa and Khalil Mack. They juiced up their secondary so much. It's a really good defense. But the offense in that division is literally nonstop, every single team. I have 5 guys in my queue that weren't taken that I want on my team. I wish I had more roster slots.
That's on the pup. Can they go into the...
They can go, yep. Are you talking about Jameson Williams?
No, it's talking about Michael Gallup.
He's on my queue. That's so cute. I have CeeDee Lamb, though. I'm not going to take him. You can have him.
Well, you can't.
I could after the draft.
Oh, yeah.
Don't tell me.
Like,
I'm the commissioner. I'll freeze your team and take him.
Would you take Gallup or Jameson Williams?
I'm not going to tell you that.
You should tell me.
No. I'm not going to do it. I'd take Jahan Dotson over both of them.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would. I have them ranked higher than both of them.
Get out of here.
It's not even a question. It's not even a question. I don't understand why people don't think Jahan Dotson's going to be good. It's not even a question. Jameson Williams might not even play a single snap this year. A single one. Here we go. Mr. Irrelevant after Nico Collins that late. I love it. Denver, Olokun, Roquan Smith, Logan Wilson, and Jameson Williams. Mr. Irrelevant. He didn't take a kicker. Maybe the best Mr. Irrelevant I have ever seen. Allen looks like he needs to go to sleep for like 72 hours straight. I can't believe this man just cannot find the energy. He just completed a draft.
I can mess with my team.
Yeah, it sorts it out.
Oh man.
I think it's partly because they give you like that report card too. I feel like they generate
a report card.
Oh yeah, they generate that thing for you. But we can go.
Who would you have taken, Jameson Williams or Gallup?
Jameson Williams by 1,000 million miles. Even if he doesn't play, just keep him in your IR slot. But I definitely would take Jahan Dotson over both of them. I'm not kidding. Okay, so let's read off Allen's team, and we'll do it in the order of how they would play, and then we'll call it a night here. So Allen, Lamar Jackson, Matt Ryan at the quarterback positions. Projected pretty good points there. At the 3 receiver slots that start, Justin Jefferson, Cortland Sutton, DJ Moore. This is half PPR, so keep that in mind when we're reading these to you. Running backs, Aaron Jones and the surprising Breece Hall grab. It's ballsy. For a guy who says he doesn't take risk, I love it. Mark Andrews at the tight end, Chase Edmonds at the flex. And then the bench spots, they go Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Elijah Moore, Daniel Jones, Treylon Burks, Romeo Doubs, Sky Moore, Kenneth Gainwell, and Jameson Williams. Baltimore defense, Devin White as the IDP. For my team, we are starting Kirk Cousins and Trey Lance, CeeDee Lamb, Mike Williams, Juju Smith-Schuster, Jonathan Taylor, Travis Etienne, Travis Kelce. We're Team Travis over here. And then Cam Akers in the flex. Bench is Dameon Pierce, Drake London, Davis Mills, Hunter Renfrow, Rondale Moore, Alexander Madison, Wan'Dale Robinson, and J.D. McKissick with the New Orleans defense, and Shaquille Darius Leonard at the defensive position. Let us know who you think won the draft. If you can't visually see it, I believe Allen is going to make a TikTok lining them up, so we will see what the people think on the TikTok. If you're not following the TikTok, it's AA Fantasy Football. Make sure you follow it. We're getting close to 7,000 followers there. Oh boy, and we just hit 100.
Time to be alive.
Just hit 110,000 likes. We are rolling over there. So, Allen, you want to take us home? Oh, before you do. Probably should have told the people to schedule. We did not forget about the NFC West, if you guys were wondering. We are going to be doing that on the next pod, which today's episode will be on Tuesday. So Friday we'll be getting the NFC West, correct? Is that what we confirmed? And then the next week we do one of our favorite shows of the whole year is the season preview, the real life NFL season preview. We'll be doing every division, their records, who's going to win. We'll do trophy award winners, Super Bowl pick, playoffs, all that stuff. So maybe we'll even have Bob. We'll have to drag him on here because he likes to be a part of that one, and he can give us some betting things, some futures. So for Bob and myself, Alan, tuck him in.
The Double A Fantasy Football Podcast.